guys? Dipper Brothers back again with another video.
Today's video, Copenhagen BLACK.
Copenhagen BLACK. Just like every other Copenhagen can, it has the diamond. There.
Alright, our
We'll show you the
intro,
bloopers at the
Hand of
end.
the Almighty. Fuck you up. God will fuck you up. Alright, great song.
Great song. It was in
Hand of
Texas
the
Chainsaw.
Almighty. Hand of the Almighty by John Butler.
So we got Copenhagen BLACK here today. We said we'd bring y'all a different dip, and this is definitely a different dip.
It's a seasonal dip that we got the last log that we could today.
It's Copenhagen's whiskey flavor. Really freaking sexy can. I think this is the coolest Copenhagen can on the market. I mean, you compare it with Southern Blend, you got this really boring gold. Some people might like that, but I think the side looks retarded because it's brown. But you've got these two different cans.
I like the gray-black combination.
They're really good. Yeah, the gray and the black on the side really makes it look good. But for the cut of this stuff, it's incredible. It's like a mid-cut, so it's not like your typical long cut.
It doesn't pack as well as a long cut does.
But it's really soft.
It's
really,
very,
really,
very
really
soft dip. It breaks up after about like 45 minutes, so you're not gonna I know with wintergreen I can keep that in for like an hour and a half.
I can keep this shit in for like 2 hours.
This is Copenhagen Southern one's another soft.
I love Southern one. I can keep this in a long time. He gets his dips run out really quick.
I have a very wet mouth.
So we got a video that we're gonna put in
A little
the
special
middle
for
of
you.
this. A little bit of special behind the scenes of our daily life.
We'll talk about what it's all about after we throw in a
review a little bit of
Fatsky.
Fat Fatty.
Quote Connor Cook.
He won't watch this.
Just gonna quote him anyway.
I'm gonna tell him to watch it. Connor, you better be fucking watching this.
I have to sneeze.
Don't sneeze on the dip. I'm gonna protect the dip. Okay, guys, so to not get it on the computer like I do in every other video, there's my pinch size. Just a little
care about your pinch size.
Oh, fuck. See, I always spill some.
Put it back in the can, please.
There we go. Okay?
Pig.
There we go.
Did you drop it? No. Good job. That is a first for you.
No, it's not. It's a first on camera.
Look at her tits.
Spitting in our yellow mud jug.
Look at her tits.
Ming.
She's 31 and she's seeking a man. I'm a man.
You're a man, boy.
I've had facial hair since I was like 12.
So we got the hero cams up here. Pretty random. If none of you know what this is, you need to really get out more.
We use that for bowling.
Yeah. James and I are pretty hardcore. Shot a 169 today.
I have no idea what I shot. 170 something, 180 something.
Did pretty good. So, to review the dip a little bit, now that I've had it in a second, it's really, like I said earlier, it's a whiskey flavor. So,
Yummy.
When the brand Cope discontinued Cope whiskey, Copenhagen came out with this, which is Copenhagen BLACK. And it's a really, really, really whiskey flavored dip. It tastes
kind of rare.
It's a bourbon. And since we live in Georgia, we get a lot of different opportunities to try and get different types of dips. We still haven't seen Copenhagen Mint yet.
It's coming soon. It's making its way over.
No way.
Yeah, I was talking to my buddy Wes about it.
So that's pretty much all I got to say. It doesn't taste like tree bark like you would guess, because that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard Cope whiskey, what it tasted like.
This doesn't cut shit.
So if you'll stop being ADD, stick to the card. We got all of our shit on the card. So now we're gonna give y'all a little insight on what the video we're gonna post in about 5 minutes is.
So we just told you that we go bowling a lot, right? So we bowled for about 4 hours today.
Yep.
A lot longer than most folks, but our buddy James, he's the manager.
Yeah.
Manager at the Brunswick Zone we go to. and he gives us good deals on when we go bowling.
Since we're in there all the time.
So we got 4 hours for a pretty good price, like the price of 2 hours.
Yeah. And there were 4 of us. Me, my little brother, James, and our friend, Steven. Riverside military graduate.
We've
You guys
told you
have
about
you guys have heard about Steven all the time.
He's a shithead that always gets in little stuck in places.
Yeah, he's the one that we had to go dig out of the mud. So, on our little card, we got to talk about this right here. Talk about Steven dipping black. We made Steven try this wonderful creation earlier today. And nothing good happened. Nothing. He had it in for a very, very short period of time.
Great. I told him, don't throw that into it, because last time he dipped. We'll actually throw that video in here, too.
Do you still have that?
Still got it. Last time he dipped, we gave him Skull Wintergreen. We just ate, what was that?
California Peach Cake.
Yeah, CPK, baby. We went up there, like, 10 minutes after I just got a fucking ticket.
Yeah. In a school zone in the middle of the summer.
Apparently summer school deserves a school zone. But,
Fucking retarded.
Yeah, so he has not done well with dipping anything that's not pouches. He dips pouches at his house alone. Sad life, but, he's not good with the long cut. Can't even imagine how he'd do with a snuff.
He packed a fat. Actually, I didn't even pack my fatty. We cut it out of the video because it was on James's phone. But it was literally... No, it was bigger than that. Trust me, I felt it. It was like this big. So about my normal pinch size. It was big. I packed him a fatty.
It was not that big, I saw it.
Okay, it was that much dip, but it was packed together. I had it pushed.
It was not that much dip.
It was like...
I saw him throw it on the ground.
No, some of it was behind him.
Cut out like half of that.
Mm-hmm.
Here. Cut out this back half right here. This is probably accurate right here. He threw in like a nugget. Like a killer filler.
Yeah, what we would all call killer fillers.
It didn't end well. So, here's the video of him dipping.
Right here. Enjoy it.
Well, that was a good dip experience. You put your own fucking lunch up. He stuck up. God, how was that dip for the first time?
Fuck you.
He did a little skull wintergreen. That's fucking hilarious. That's disgusting, actually.
Dude, when he put it in, it went everywhere.
I know. The best part, we gave him one of the strongest dips there is. We told him he wasn't able to throw up with a wintergreen. Oh shit.
Okay, no, just grab the
Copenhagen BLACK. Devin.
Okay, watch it.
Hey.
Hey. Go.
This big?
Pull your lip out. Let's go.
That's small, dude.
Now push it down with your tongue.
Make sure you don't swallow the pieces.
There it is. Hey, don't spit the dip out. There you go. There you go.
Keep your lip tight on your mouth.
Keep your lip tight. Push it down with your finger.
That's funny stuff.
Push it down. No, push it down. No, Steven, if you throw this out, you owe James $3.
And you have to walk home.
Nope,
keep it in till you puke.
Keep it in.
Keep it in
Put
unless
it back in your lip.
if you puke, you can spit it out. But you haven't puked.
No.
Okay, so you just watched Steven
You watched that video.
puking his brains out.
It was bad. You saw the first time, and then you saw the next time, and not much has changed. He pretty much did the same thing. He just threw it up all over the ground.
So that first video was the skull wintergreen. And That was his first time ever dipping, actually, I think.
No, he had pouches before that.
Okay, well. That was back in June. Very beginning of June, right after we got out of school.
May.
And then no, it's June.
No, it was right before you left for Australia, so it was late June, early July.
I left like mid-June.
So, you guys obviously see that he is not a very good dipper. But on the topic of beginning dip and just starting long cut, we got a couple stories of how we started our dipping.
You want to go first?
Sure. I actually used to have my first can, but my parents went through my room and they got a little mad at me the other day. They found our hookah. And they got kind of mad, so they came up here and searched through. But if y'all see this cabinet right here behind me, those two drawers right there, those two drawers right here, and then this cabinet right here in the middle, which has two drawers inside of it, was full of shoe boxes of dip cans. We had about 550 cans saved up.
We still got cans, like maybe 100 cans at my house.
Actually, if I can find my iPhone, I've got a picture of my tower. I'll actually put it in the end of this video of our tower, our small tower. It wasn't all of our cans put together. This was about 3-4 months ago, so it was only like 400 cans. And some of them were cracked and everything like that. But back to the story. My first dip ever was Copenhagen Snuff. And if y'all don't know what Copenhagen Snuff is, go to Outlaw's page. We'll leave a link to the video in the description on what Copenhagen Snuff is. It's a fine cut. So, put it in my mouth, had it in for about 15 minutes. It was with my friend Mitchell, who's actually my next door neighbor. He got me started on the dipping. And I threw it in, packed a fatty of it, threw it in my lip, and I was like, oh, this is cool. So I was like, on the ground, spitting. It was Halloween night. We were actually going trick-or-treating. And we walked about a mile and a half, and I kept my dip in. And then I was like, oh my God, what is this? Head rush. And I was standing still, but I felt like I was moving like this. And that buzz just rushed right to my head. And me and Mitchell threw our dips out, and we rinsed with a little bit of Gatorade. And we went and sat down in the grass, and we just sat there for like 20 minutes just looking up at the stars going, oh my God, this feels great. And we just sat there dipping and just hung out. Greatest Halloween. And then my next dip was this lovely stuff called Copenhagen Wintergreen at his house about 2 weeks later. Walking on a trail through our old neighborhood. So that's my dipping experience. My Copenhagen Wintergreen story is bad though. I kept it in for what? We dipped on that for like an hour.
Maybe.
It was like 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
It was long for a first dip.
My first wintergreen. And basically the trail goes from the back of the neighborhood up to the front of the neighborhood, and then we went up to the CVS and bought some food. Because everyone knows when you dip your first time or your second time, you got to eat afterwards. Or really beforehand so you don't get sick. This was the only time I felt sick. I've never thrown up because of dip, but I felt sick. And we went to the CVS, bought everything, and we were still dipping at the CVS. And basically we walked down the street, back down to where the pool is. And we kept our dips in, and then his dad drove up. And I threw my dip out on the ground and pretended like I felt sick or something. And James just threw his dip in the back of his mouth and talked to his dad. So we walked down to the pool, and I sat in a lawn chair, and I laid down, and I was like, oh my God, I feel awful. And if any of y'all have dipped Copenhagen Wintergreen, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, sat there for like an hour, and then I finally started to feel good, and we walked back up to his house and just hung out for the rest of the day, but it was a bad dipping experience. So, why don't you go ahead and tell them your first dipping experience, and then we'll cut to the outro.
I used to be a big baseball player before I hurt my spinal cord. That was bad.
What is that?
Fuck me in the ass because I love Jesus. I just saw that video, so I clicked on it. So it was like 7th grade for me.
I'm gonna throw in a killer Billy.
No, let's see. It would have been 6th grade travel ball. East Cobb Astros. My buddy Juan. He and this guy named Bermudez used to be big dippers. All they ever dipped was Copenhagen wintergreen. And I thought it was pretty cool. Like, oh man, dip. That's awesome. They were a couple years older than me. And I was like, hey, can I get some of that? How do you do it? That was my first question. I had never really seen anyone dip besides my coaches. But I was like, hey, give me some of that. So I was a shortstop. And whatever fucking inning it was. In between innings, I was just like, oh, give me some of that. So I got some. Probably took too big of a pinch than I should have. But I threw it in, and I was like, oh my God, again, this head rush.
Just standing there.
Buzzing off my balls like a fuck. And I was dizzy as shit. So, of course, I had it in the whole inning. I guess, what the fuck is wrong with me? Talking to these guys. And they're like, oh, it's called a buzz. I was like, oh, it's awesome. I really enjoyed it. Some people don't like the buzz. I know Devin doesn't like the buzz.
My little brother.
Devin, poke your head up. All right, you little shit. But damn, I loved it. So I was like, I need to get some of that. So they hooked me up with a log. And I've been dipping this shit ever since. And that same log is the log I shared with this guy. So I went through a can every 3 weeks to a month. Because, you know, take those little baby pinches like, oh, God, this is awesome. Now you take out fucking half a can with a pinch. But,
yeah, we literally I had taken one pinch out of this can before we started this video. Or no, we had each taken a pinch. And that's how much is left. So, keep going.
So that's really how I became a dipper, was through baseball. And then when he told me that he had tried it, we thought it was really cool. Being in 5th, 6th grade, we were like, oh, yeah, man, let's get into this. So I sort of, through baseball, got to know some of the older kids that were able to buy it. And that's how we got hooked up with dipping a lot.
I used to buy it from Mitchell. Mitchell hooked me up with like 2 or 3 cans every now and then. This was back when my dad used to buy it for me. This was like 7th, 8th grade. And I'd just go through like a can a month. Just taking a random pinch every once in a while, just trying to get a buzz. And I'd lay down in bed and go, oh my God, am I going to die tonight? Like literally, that would run through my mind when I had those killer head buzzes. I would just be like, oh my God, am I going to die? I hope I die, because this is the greatest feeling ever. I would love to go out with this last feeling. This is so good. And now, we can throw in a whole fucking can and can't get half the buzz that we want.
Rarely get buzzed anymore.
The only time I ever get buzzed is if I take like a week off and then throw a fucking pinch in that's like this fucking big. This is a huge ass pinch. So
I'll never get buzzed. I really wish I could get buzzed again.
So I mean, that's pretty much our story, and that's how we became dippers. But this has been a review on Copenhagen Black, and I hope you guys come back and check out the channel. So this has been the Dipper Brothers. We're out.
See ya.
Peace.
So the Copenhagen black can's pretty sweet. So it's got that like diamond, which is on the
Southern blend.
Sunbunk can. So these I think are the only two that have that cool design.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, look at them. They got the diamond.
It's on every fucking Copenhagen can. I think he's the biggest retard I've ever met in my life.
Well, it looks better on these ones. Oops, a little snot. Hold on.
Okay, cut this shit out. So, with the Cope Black... Reach across the goddamn keyboard. With the Cope Black can, having the gray and the label, I think it makes it look pretty neat. Got the gold and the black.
Are you able to pause? Is that the...
Why?
Just, I gotta piss. Cut that shit.
Oh my god. We got our yellow mud jug today.
Yummy.
And if anybody out there hasn't gotten a mud jug, we support mud jug. You guys have heard that in our past videos.
Nigger.
Are you kidding me right now?
Nagger.
What if a black
I
person
said
watches
nagger.
No, you didn't. I'm sorry, all black people. He's retarded.